Before this video begins, I'd just like to take a few seconds to talk about a video I released 2 days ago. That video has been in the works for 5 years, being reworked and redrafted, because it's a video that means so much to me that I could never truly do it justice. It's a video discussing ReZero, a series I've been a fan of for about as long as I've been working on that video, and it's a video that's incredibly close to my heart. I know it's outside my regular form of content, being a video essay video, which isn't the type of content I make, but nonetheless, I would appreciate if you could give that video a chance. I do genuinely believe that video is some of my best work, and I do genuinely believe that if you watch the video, you will enjoy it. If you could give it a chance and support my selfish desire to make videos that I love making, that I really want more people to see and enjoy, if you could indulge my selfish desire by giving yourself 13 minutes to watch that video the whole way through to see what I have to say, I do think you'll be satisfied and it would be highly appreciated. That video didn't do well in performance, which is what I expected because it's a video so far out of the range of my regular content, but nonetheless, if you could give it a chance to just see if it is any good, to see if you like it, that would mean more to me than I could possibly explain. Hey, welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I will once again be discussing Jalyn. This is my third video on Jalyn, as there's a lot I criticize them for. As I make it very clear in these videos, I'm friends with Jalyn, and I don't support people using this situation to be transphobic towards them. However, I do have a lot of criticism for Jalyn, and as someone who believes they're friends with Jalyn, I believe that you should hold your friends accountable when they do stupid shit, and when they go against the things I believe are morally acceptable. So today I thought I'd sit down and talk about the next Jalyn moment in the Jalyn cycle, and once again, provide Jalyn some warranted criticism. Before this video begins, if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be highly appreciated. I make videos almost every single day where I discuss all of the hottest new trendy drama and give my insightful hot takes about them. If you'd subscribe, it would be highly appreciated as I make these videos frequently, and I believe that they at least provide insightful commentary or more information on situations that you're probably going to be interested in if you clicked on this video, let's be honest. And with that being said, let's start at the beginning. A YouTuber called Lyrics released a video talking about Jalyn. They provide some criticism towards Jalyn, and while the video is generally a pretty negative video towards Jalyn, with a very, I guess you could say, toxic attitude towards them, the video did provide some valid points, and I do believe it raised fair arguments against Jalyn and fair criticism. One of these points in particular includes Lyrics criticizing Jalyn for falsely flagging YouTubers.
Recently, Jalyn threatened to flag the videos of a smaller YouTuber that was making content criticizing her, very similar to what I'm doing right now in this video. He had this to say on Twitter: "That asshole is not trustworthy," referring to the smaller commentator. "He's transphobic and constantly makes videos on me and Scrimzox. What I do know is that whatever Scrimzox did wasn't enough to be arrested, and that Scrimzox addressed this years ago when it happened, and people moved on. Scrim's making a new vid soon." And I know none of that makes sense for the context of this video, because this conversation stemmed from a different drama that's completely irrelevant, that you don't need to know the details of. Nothing important. So Grimsy, who is the smaller YouTuber, said, "I don't like you because you're a bad fucking person, dipshit. Not because you're trans. Jesus, you're proving it literally right now." And Jalyn responds, "I could report you for some of the shit you've said. I don't know how a channel like yours is allowed anymore." Where he responds saying, "I think we're done here, dickhead." And Jalyn finishes off saying, "Yeah, we are. Keep making videos on me and watch what happens."
A clear distinction should be made here that they aren't flagging people for copyright, they're flagging people for harassment and bullying. Now, I'm guessing what Lyrics did not expect at the time of making this video was that Jalyn would leave a comment on this video later saying that they were going to flag down Lyrics' video because it apparently violated the terms of service. It didn't really look great for Jalyn, and originally Lyrics thought that they were probably fucking around and not serious, but when Jalyn said, "Let's wait and see," all of a sudden people became a lot more concerned. Because there are a lot of pejoratives that can refer to Lyrics' video. Harassment is not one of them. Jalyn then continued to have a meltdown on the timeline, replying to people for hours justifying why they placed this false flag on Lyrics' video, saying that the video was going to be taken down and appraising themselves for doing the right thing. They then stated that they were going to deactivate their Twitter, to which Frank Hassel, a controversial figure on YouTube, said they should. Jalyn then told Frank Hassel they should have died in the Middle East. Really not living up to that name of this person that's above all of this harassment and bullying that these other YouTubers are doing that they should be flagged down for. It's incredibly fucking hypocritical and obviously earned Jalyn justified backlash, because I don't think anybody in their sane mind believes Jalyn is justified to be flagging down videos for bullying and harassment when they're telling someone to end their life. Now, Jalyn says this was a joke, but let's be really honest, let's be really fucking honest. If you're making these kind of edgy jokes towards people, and you have told people to kill themselves seriously before, you have no fucking right to say anyone is harassing anyone because you look like a massive hypocrite. I obviously, and justifiably so, told Jalyn they should deactivate because this situation was seriously getting to them, and that I don't agree with telling someone to end their life. Jalyn replied to me, "What isn't good for me is my apparent friends supporting harassers or turning on me because it's cool and edgy. This community sucks and I'm done with it. Leave me out of all your BS and let me make my dream cancelled videos in peace." Now, I think it should be fucking apparent to anybody who has ever watched a single fucking video on my channel, so this really fucking hurts me when Jalyn, someone I consider to be a friend, says this shit to me. It should be really fucking obvious I don't give a fuck about appealing to anyone in the commentary community. I never have. In all of my content, in every public statement I've ever made towards the commentary community, in every fucking tweet I've ever made, when have I ever sucked up to anyone in the community, got down on that payroll towards Keemstar and started licking their fucking shoes? I don't give a shit. I've never cared. And Jalyn knows that about me. Jalyn knows I don't give a fuck about anyone else in the commentary community's opinion. So when someone knows that, yet because I give them criticism that they don't like, they try and attribute it to me being cool and edgy or supporting harassers, that's fucked up, and I don't respect it. But because Jalyn just couldn't let this go after they deactivated, they decided to make 2 videos talking about the situation. One being released on Christmas, where they should have been spending their time doing anything but talking about Twitter drama. I'll be honest and completely upfront, those videos are fucking terrible, and I'd like to go over them with you, because holy shit, it's obvious that Jalyn learned nothing, and they make themselves look like a fucking fool, to the point where now they're going on debates with Augie, and it just keeps going into a bigger rabbit hole with them.
I don't stand by anything I've said in the past.
I don't know how they can't take the hint to just stop talking about it. Jalyn, as a friend, as someone who genuinely wants what's best for you, stop talking about this situation. Stop engaging in Twitter drama. Move on. If you're not going to take the criticism, then don't. But stop digging this rabbit hole deeper, because you're ruining your reputation with everybody and severing your friendships with people like me over it. But whatever, let's go over some of the things that Jalyn says within their first video.
Every community is just infested with toxic people that will just attack content creators or attack their friends for absolutely no reason. And then you have the political side of Twitter, which I'm not even gonna get into because that's just a complete cesspit, which is why I'm finally making the decision to quit Twitter.
Given the added context of what actually happened on Twitter, this is such a blatant lie. It's obvious that the reason Jalyn left Twitter wasn't just because it was a toxic platform with a weird political side. It's because they kept getting fucking criticized. In fact, when they were being criticized, as I mentioned, the tweet that Frank Hassel replied to, they said they were gonna deactivate. It's obvious that the reason they deactivated and left Twitter was because they were being criticized. So for them to play it off as, no, I'm just sick of the toxicity on there, is completely untrue, because it's obvious why they deleted their Twitter.
And a lot of people have been telling me for a long time, if you hate Twitter so much, why do you have a Twitter account? Well, that's because if you want to interact with your community, if you want to interact with other content creators, you want to get news, you want to reach out to people, you're pretty much forced to use Twitter. There is no other social media site that's like Twitter.
There is no other platform to communicate with content creators other than on Twitter, except for Discord, your community tab, and literally every other social media. Twitter maybe makes it more convenient for certain exchanges, but it definitely sure as fuck isn't the only social media platform. So for you to say that just the toxicity has finally outweighed it when you played a heavy part in that toxicity, telling people to take their lives, just seems really fucking stupid, and once again only furthers to make yourself look worse and more disingenuous towards your audience, which is why you're losing literally every ounce of respect that any creator had in you, because you're just stooping to a lower low. People knew when you released your video about the person that got cancer, right after criticizing people for making videos about the fact that the person got cancer, people started to believe believed that you were a disingenuous person and knew that you had that sort of vibe around you. But now you're just sinking to another low.
I could make a post saying, wow, my new video didn't do well, and I'm kind of upset. And then I'll get attacked by 100 people for absolutely no reason. There's like no reason for people to go out of their way to do that. I can post a meme or make a joke, and people take it seriously. And all these people on Twitter, they just feed off of negativity. They like to see other people suffer.
At this point, I don't even know who they're trying to appease with this video. Jalyn tries to say that if they were even to post something like that they're sad that a video didn't do well, they'd get harassed because Twitter feeds off of negativity. Jalyn, you're a content creator. I can post anything on my channel and I'll get comments in the exact same format. Don't be a child about it and cry because some person called you cringe or something because you posted that you were sad that a video didn't do well. Yeah, it sucks that your video didn't do well, but of course people are gonna laugh if you post shit like that. And being so surprised about that is stupid. Especially when you try and say that Twitter's a place that feeds off of negativity and complain about all of this shit when at the exact same time you're telling people to take their own life on the platform. You're worse than the people you're criticizing, and so when you say shit like this, you only serve to make yourself look worse and make the people you're mad at look like saints in comparison. Jalyn's second video though, released on Christmas, tackles the issue with Twitter more head on, stating exactly why they quit Twitter and addressing some of the controversy surrounding their Twitter. It doesn't mean they did a better job though.
Now, I pride myself in being able to tell you guys when I mess up because it's just part of the content creation process.
No, you don't.
You're bound to mess up every once in a while, but I've made a lot of mistakes in the last few months.
Oh my god, that's me! That's me! I'm in a Jalyn video! Oh my god! Have I succeeded in fulfilling the clout chaser role yet?
I try and keep this channel as professional as possible, which is why people get confused when they see me on Twitter just saying whatever I want, making jokes I'd never feel comfortable making on YouTube. And that's because I've always seen my YouTube and social media presence as separate, and that has led to a lot of problems. On YouTube, I came off as pretty calm and collected, but on Twitter, I'm completely unhinged, and I will completely admit to that. And it's because I have problems controlling my emotions and thinking before I tweet something. I am just not built to handle lots of people criticizing me.
If you recognize that that's the root of the problem, then stop lying about your justification behind quitting Twitter, stop continuing to engage in this situation by making videos or joining streams about it, and just do your own shit. Forget about the fucking drama and move on. With that being said, thank you for watching this video. I cannot put myself through any more of this. I hope this video has provided valid criticism towards Jalyn. If you do agree, leave a like. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time. Peace.
Says she wanna rock with a nigga like me. I'm a stylish guy. Spend a little guap with a nigga like me. We can catch a fly. Says she wanna rock with a nigga like me.